Hello guys, my name is Gavin, and this will be a video on how to use try and accept with Python in the Blender game engine. And I'm just going to get started. To start off, what I'm going to do first is just right click on this camera and hit X and delete, and right click on this light and hit X and delete. I'm going to right click on this cube in the middle and go from defaults to game logic and go from Blender render to Blender game. On our cube, we're going to add two sensors. This first one will be an always sensor, like this, and the second one will be a keyboard sensor with tap selected. I'm going to hit space right here. And I'm going to add the spacebar key in the middle, and right there. Okay? What we're going to do now is you add a Python controller and connect it like this. And let's create a Python script by going templates, Python, and then game logic simple. Once we have this, I'm going to drag this out like that and delete the portion that I've highlighted right here. Hit Control and scroll up on your mouse to make your text larger and rename this script to script.py. And let's add this right here. So to start off, what we're going to do is just define our spacebar sensor. So space is going to equal content sensors space. And what we want to have it do is check, we're going to use this try catch thing to test whether or not we have a property or not. So what we're going to do is if we press the spacebar or if space.positive, we're going to have try. And what this means is essentially if we have the spacebar sensor, and if we click it, it's going to try to add a property named health by 1 each time. But we're not going to have a health property over here. And in case it can't do that, so if it tries to add the health property but we don't have it, we'll use accept like this. And we're going to print to the console, or you can do, if you're using, if you can't get your console open, you can use a different action, or you can have this do something else. But we're going to print, we don't have that property. So, what I'm going to do is just get my console open. You can do this by doing window and then toggle system console. And if we hit P now, we can see every time I hit the spacebar, it says we don't have that property because it's trying to add it, but it can't, so it'll run this accept thing. Now, if we add this property, I'm going to add a health property like this. And inside of our script, let's have it so that we can print own health. We have that property. I'll just type that. Then own health. So it's going to print we have that property and then the amounts for that property. I'm going to drag this in really quick so you can see it like that. And if I hit P now, you can see every time I hit the space bar, it'll do we have that property and whatever the health amount is. If we want to have a multiple try catch thing inside of one at this time, what we can do is down here, we can have if own health is greater than or equal to 10. We can have another try catch or try accept. They're pretty much the same thing. We can do try, and let's have own, let's say dog, is going to plus equal 1. But we don't have a dog property, so let's have accept down here, and let's print we don't have a dog property. Like that. So, if I hit P now, you can see once it reaches 10, it'll start printing we don't have that dog property, because it's trying to add it, but it doesn't have it, so it'll just go on to the next line. Okay guys, so that's how you use try catch in Blender. I hope you found this useful. I'll just show you guys the script one more time. And there you go.